Welcome to episode 32, 33,
We've been started.
36.
36. I don't know where I was the last 5 episodes. Welcome to episode 36. Arsenal are still in first place podcast. How we doing, boys?
Correction, that's not the name of our podcast, nor will it ever be. Banter Boyz, welcome to the stream/episode.
If we win the quadruple, we can change the name to the Arsenal podcast.
You know what? Something that I actually was going to say is that
I'll even say if any of our clubs ever win the quadruple, we could do that for the year.
A club that might have won a quadruple. But anyways, you guys keep on talking about how the quadruple is still alive. The quadruple is still alive. I don't think anyone's talking about how the quintuple is still alive. The quintuple is alive for a little team called Chelsea. Everyone keeps on talking about the quad for Arsenal. The quintuple is alive and thriving because we got the world champions who won a big trophy this summer, and we're still in every competition. So I just want to say, Chelsea have 2 chances at a quadruple, and a chance at a quintuple.
How many points back are you in the league?
Doesn't matter. Still have a chance at a quadruple.
Kyle,
I think you're 13 points away.
He is correct.
He's technically right.
I don't disagree with anything that Nico said. All I have to say is, tell me that same thing in 4 weeks and be truthful. I think you're going to struggle.
In 2 weeks.
Well,
when do we play each other?
In 4 weeks, he might be mathematically disqualified from the Premier League.
Yeah, in 4 weeks,
and then we're
you might
still
be
in
out
the
of
running
everything.
Then we're still in the running for a triple.
But that's not the quadruple.
It keeps on going down. We're at a quintuple, quadruple, and then a triple. Triple is still great. All right? You can try to break my spirits, but that's still more trophies than you guys have had in 20 years.
What was the first game week highlight?
True, we have more FA Cups than that in those 20 years. We have a lot of FA Cups.
Yes, you guys are big. You guys are FA Cup merchants.
Big FA Cup team right here, man. Big FA Cup team.
All right, what was the first game?
All right. We did Burnley Spurs. I guess the draw nobody else did. I got a point on that one. Yeah, I did. I guess the 1-1.
Did we do Burnley Spurs? Shit.
Yeah. City Wolves, I guessed 3-0. Nikos was 4-1, West was 3-1, JP was 4-0, so everybody gets a point. No double points on that one.
Robbed of a pen, disgusting.
Bournemouth, Liverpool, 3-2 Bournemouth. Nobody had that score line, and nobody had a Bournemouth victory. No points there. You also should maybe add some Liverpool stickers to your bottles, by the way, buddy. Because I think they've bottled it worse than Arsenal.
Yeah, but that's not fun.
They bottled the title defense. They didn't bottle the league.
What? Kyle, he should have extra bottles after dumping all that oil and spending the money they have so far in January.
All right, mister, let's hurry up.
Okay. Next up, we did Palace Chelsea. Chelsea did what Nikos and JP needed them to do. A 3-1 score line as the 3-1 merchants. Both of them get the double points on that one. West just gets a point for the Chelsea victory. I got no points guessing No, I got a point, for the Chelsea victory as well. I guess 2-0. I didn't get the perfect. Next up was Arsenal United. Only person to get a point on that one was JP, who almost got the correct score. 2-1. And then Newcastle Villa, 2-0 Villa. Only person to guess a Villa victory was West.
JP.
And JP. Yeah.
We guessed 2-0. I got double points?
I guessed 1. I guessed 1-0.
You guessed 1 and you guessed 2-1.
Oh.
Too close.
Oh, damn. So we basically all evened out.
What a week for me. I'm back on top of West, no?
I think you are. Because it should be, I got 4. And Nikos and West got 3, and JP got 4.
I should change these bottles to stickers of Wes's face.
I got a 4. Oh, it's a tie. It's a tie right now.
Oh!
It is a tie.
Oh,
currently.
we're all tied.
Yeah, Nikos is tied. It's just
Oh, you don't have to expand the whole thing.
sorry.
All right, I'm only 8 points back. I'm good.
So thoughts on the matches? Anybody have anything to say about any of the matches? We'll kind of do it like this. I think this will speed things up.
Yes.
No thoughts. Okay.
Wes wants to go first, apparently.
No, I was being so quick that I was saying yes to what Kyle said.
Okay.
We're good.
I have.
Oh, sure.
JP, do you want to go?
Yeah, City were first, so I'll just say both teams robbed of a pen, so it's a wash. You're against the worst team in the league. You give Holland a break. You let Marmouche start, try to get his legs underneath him, because at the end of the day, they're going to need 2 goal scorers in this race for trophies at the end of the season. So, yeah, that's it. Hopefully, it's the first and last game that ref officiates. Like you don't get called to the VAR booth and say no, I was right. You get called there for a reason, and it was a pen.
I think
I
what I
mean-
saw was better than the slow motion where I could see everything that I missed. So
Yeah.
we're going with what I said.
So that's what I got there. Go ahead,
Oscar
Nico.
Bob? Are you sad about Oscar
Oh yeah,
Bob?
Oscar Bob. Oscar
Rest
Bob.
in peace. Oscar Bob.
Sucks that he
Go
broke
on.
his leg.
Not dead.
Sucks that he broke his leg.
Not dead, but dead
Not
for
dead.
City fans.
If he didn't break his leg right before the season last year, I think it would be a lot different for him right now. But 27 million, 20% sell-on clause, right to match if he breaks out at Fulham and gets it back looking like he was in last preseason, but the preseason before, he can come right back in. I like him. He's just a little bit of he's like modern day FIFA players. They just turn, pass.
Yeah. Do you
So-
wish it was a loan?
So he's
Do you
a
wish it was
rat.
do you wish it was a loan, or would you have preferred a loan? Let me say that.
No, I'm okay with him going. It's okay. We have a lot of wingers.
Okay. And the rumors about Marmouche leaving, you think yes, no, not going to happen?
If it does happen, I don't think it will, because Doku just got hurt again.
Okay.
So
Okay.
That's it.
Any other thoughts?
I mean, on the Chelsea world, we're looking pretty solid. I think our new coach is undefeated since being put in. I mean, today we had a good game. We had a good game over the weekend. We're looking strong. I will say to the Man City piece, that was an early game. I'm pretty sure. Was that an early game?
Yeah.
All I remember is looking at the lineup, and I saw that they benched Holland. First thing I did was text JP, and I was like, I swear to fucking God, you guys, this is like the most important game that you guys have to stay in the league, and you guys benched, because I think that happens so much where it's just like, all right, it's just Wolves, and that's the game that
all
they
those
somehow
those
struggle.
big teams do it.
Yeah, and it frightens
We
me
drew
because then that's
against
gonna
Forest the same way.
Yeah.
Like, it's Forest. They haven't been playing well. Let's rotate so we can play better for the Champions League, because we had to play Inter, and it was like, well, yeah. Then we drew because everybody came on too late. So
Yeah. So that was my
He
only.
might have just needed to give Holland a break. He's been playing every match. Marmouche is finally back.
yeah,
Like,
they can give Holland a break too.
And you're playing end of week, midweek. Like, at some point, you got to give him a break. And plus, like, it's still Omar Marmouche
Yeah. It's not
who
some
walks in
17-year-old
to the
kid.
9 at like 26 of the teams in the Premier League. So
And I don't think it would be fair if we didn't talk about the Arsenal game at all. Crazy game. An electric game. Not because I was hate watching or anything, but I mean, Cunha, what a goal. I think that it was
Orgu, what a goal!
Dorgu, what a goal. Honestly,
Dude,
Holy shit!
a lot
the
of
way
good goals.
the way he redirected it off of his arm to his foot was sick.
No, that wasn't. Come on.
Shut the fuck up. That wasn't a handball.
No,
absurd.
it was a few
definitely.
years ago. Not now though.
No, not a handball. It was, a solid strike. It would be a disservice if they even thought about taking that goal away. And the only thing that I could truly take out that I think people are starting to get annoyed with, that I'm glad because it's getting more light on it, are these corners. And I've been saying this for 2 years, ever since they basically, how do I say this and not say a bad word? They diddled Vicario in the box 2 years ago, and they fouled Vicario and got a goal. And of course, it was Ben White, who I love, and nothing got called of it. All they do is crowd the keeper, and they give him a little shove. And how are you supposed to jump for the ball when you get a slight shove in the back? You can't. I'm going to challenge anyone at home to try to jump while you get pushed. It's going to throw you off. The commentators don't help at all because they're saying, "Ah, you're a keeper. You got to go get that." You try to jump while getting pushed and crowded in the box. Now, this happened a disgusting amount of times in the Man U game, and I think everyone noticed it. So I think now there's going to be a little bit more policing on corners for Arsenal. That is the one main thing that I saw, and I think there's going to be a giant takeaway from that game, is that they cannot continue to manhandle the keeper, tap like all clump in at once, and then the commentators say, "Oh yeah, you guys be a good strong keeper." No, it's impossible. It's impossible to be a big strong keeper when you're getting absolutely diddled by 8 players at once. So
It's all
I think
Newcastle's
Or-
fault. Blame Newcastle. We lost the league because they fouled our keeper and it didn't get called. So fuck them.
Well,
I
the
mean,
other thing you could do is do what they did this weekend. United did, and when they do that run from the far post and try to get either under or over players, when they go under, just let them run into the goalpost. That takes 1 or 2 players out of the play. It worked.
I
I mean, you're just fighting for positioning. If you're fighting for positioning, runs them into the post.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just saw more than I've ever seen before people criticizing what they're doing in the box. And I've said it consistently for 2 years that they cannot keep getting away with it. And I'm just happy to see like other people are seeing it. I don't know how you guys feel about it because you guys are Arsenal fans.
Well, everybody
These
does that now.
These are dodgy. No, not everybody. It is very
Everybody.
specifically.
Every single person has a player on the keeper to stop the keeper from coming out.
It's the fact that when the corner kick's about to be taken, 6 crash the keeper. And these fouls aren't being called. Like there are so many fouls that aren't being called. I think it was a goal that game where I don't know who it was had an arm.
I think if you slowed down every single corner ever, there's a foul for every single one.
There are, but just I feel like notably nothing gets called on Arsenal's corners. It's always just like, yeah, that's good. Good job. And not a single person is like, review that. It's always a foul. And sometimes teams do get the foul called on them.
What's crazy is you wouldn't be saying anything you just said if they just didn't score as many goals doing it.
I think I've always been very consistent in the last 2 years, and I can notably try to go back and find when Ben White did it versus Tottenham years ago, where I was saying they crashed the keeper, and they can't crash the keeper like that. The keeper doesn't have a chance to get the ball. And I've been saying that, and that's all they've done for years. And I think finally it's kind of getting to the point where like they score so many corners, they're really good at corners. The keeper doesn't have an opportunity to get the fucking ball. Like what happened to like not touching the keeper?
I'm not saying that every last corner is clean, but it's not like Arsenal are more dirty in the box than other teams. They're just
This is
better.
such a chicken and the egg argument.
Right.
This
So
is such a chicken and the egg argument. You said they wouldn't.
My point being is, if you go back to their last 10 goals that were scored from a corner, you'll maybe find 2 that
I'd
you
say
could
half.
maybe question.
I'd say half. And that's
But
strong.
again,
like they are always
it's
crunching on the keeper, and the keeper doesn't have a chance to get the ball.
Yeah, but it's not like the defenders. The defenders are also there. The keeper's here, and then it's defender, and a bunch of Arsenal attackers.
They
so
make
there's,
it. They
there's
make
8
it so
guys around the keeper so that they can't move. But the people touching the keeper are not Arsenal players. It's usually them, battling defenders into their keeper.
If they aren't, then you have players like Ben White in that Tottenham game touching the goalkeeper's glove, putting his hand down on the keeper, and they would never get called for fouls for that. So whenever the keeper has to like not get touched, you have to have the player in there to box him out. So now you're forcing players to have to box the players out from coming to touch them, which is causing a clump in the box. But they're still finding a way to everyone compile on the keeper at once, and he can't get up. Regardless, I'm just happy that a lot of light was shed on the corners, and I think that that's going to be called more in the upcoming future. So we're going to see if a foul gets called in the corner more often. I think this is why. It's because
They'd have to change the rule
I
to
I
fix
it's not.
think you're
They just have to
I
look at the
think
keeper.
your algorithm is also probably feeding you the perfect anti-Arsenal stuff too. Again,
But here's the thing: I have a
it's
genuine sports algorithm. Like mine has all over the place. Yours,
okay.
I'll be honest, because it's funny because when you say stuff that's like banter towards me, I see your comment on other Arsenal Twitter accounts. Like whenever I mention the world champs and you say, "Oh, that Mickey Mouse championship," I saw like 8 people comment that on Twitter the other day. So don't say that you're the one that's like, "Oh yeah, my stuff's not. It's not my algorithm, dude." I go in the comments, it's like Mickey Mouse trophy. What? Oh, Chelsea's Mickey Mouse trophy. Like that's like the only thing that like Arsenal fans and like the Twitter, the Gooners Twitter.
I think it's all fans. I think all fans think it's a Mickey Mouse.
It's
one.
just Arsenal. It is specifically just Arsenal.
Kyle, it is always just us. It's
Yeah.
never them. It's always us.
We had a TikTok out about a week or two ago asking about who were the annoying fans. Look at the majority of the comments. Look at 90% of the answers.
There were a lot that weren't really against
It was
Arsenal.
9. JP, how many were Arsenal?
I honestly I can't think right now because of what I sent you.
I know. I know. But anyways, we'll move on. I just think
I want to throw up right now.
You should do it. I think that'll make for a good clip.
Why? What happened?
He's just
So to keep myself entertained during this episode, I've decided to open a box of Bean Boozled jelly beans,
And you're getting screwed, aren't you?
and I've been sitting here just giving a live reaction
Jelly
to every
bean
taste.
boozled.
I was waiting to see if anyone would realize because I gagged once already.
I've been watching the whole time.
I saw the first one and I was like, "Wow, that's a good."
A lot of the time, I was feeling like, is that his reaction to my comment? Because usually that's what Wes gives me.
No,
I would say, "Oh, the corner kicks are bullshit," and JP's like, "I'm like, all right, JP, calm down."
That was my reaction to the burnt rubber flavor.
Ooh.
I thought you were reacting to Man City's January form. I didn't
January
know
form. We're top 8 in the Champions League.
They clinched 8.
We're
Barely.
in second place,
Whoa.
4 points
Barely.
behind.
What? I don't get the
Undefeated.
barely. They
Whoa.
did it. They did it,
You needed Real Madrid to lose to get there. You needed
and they
help.
did it in terrible fashion.
We needed to, okay. At the
You
end,
need
Real
help.
Madrid lost, so yeah, we stayed there. But the reality is if we scored, it could have gone to goal differential. Like it was still pretty much in our hands. I mean,
Didn't they have 2 goals?
we could have
above
gone
you?
through on goal difference.
I think they were 2 goals ahead of you before the start of the game week. I think that's
Man
what it
City
was.
made it through.
But we could have gone through on goal difference. And
Why can't we?
went
Why can't
through.
we be happy that we all made it?
So, like, I'm sorry, but
Are
like
we
you
all
don't
in
get
the
a
top
trophy. You don't get a trophy. Yeah, it's for England alone. It's
I did see
Arsenal,
it. Yeah.
Newcastle, Tottenham,
Yep.
Chelsea, City.
So I did see a tweet that everybody's like, the Premier League is the worst it's ever been. Premier League and the Champions League, 5 of the top 8. And it was like, no, the low block is better than it ever has been. Goals are down because the defensiveness of the bottom half of the league is at an all-time high. Years ago, the bottom half teams would come up and get thrashed. Now, defensively, managers are better. Structure is a lot better. So that just doesn't
I'm
happen.
done with these. I'm not doing anymore. I want to get sick.
Well, why don't we before we go to the next match week for Premier League, let's run through the Super 18 we had today in the Champions League. Last week of the group stage finished up. Arsenal won 3-2. Victor Gyökeres got a goal. Kai Havertz got a goal, and Martinelli got a goal.
Dude, just play Martinelli in the Champions League. That's it. Don't play him in the Prem.
That's literally it.
He's a Champions League. I mean, it's the difference. When you play in the Premier League, every team sets up defensively against you. When you play in the Champions League, they don't do that. And all of the English teams play so much better in the Champions League because it just the way that they set up is just beneficial to these teams,
He's going to be
Yep.
in the team of the group stage.
Yeah. Arsenal went 8-0. No draws, no losses. First time that's ever been done in the group stage. For the
Not
new
the first
format.
time Arsenal went undefeated.
They also got first place, which means that we will get home matches for the remainder of the tournament on the second leg. Home matches. So the second leg will always be at home, only for first and second place. And we can't face second place until I think the final or the semifinal. They basically put us, and I think it's Bayern.
It's the final. It's the final.
Are on separate. So we will not see Bayern Munich, even though we already beat them, until the final if, either of us get there. So it's like a cool little bonus. I kind of like that for finishing first and second, because otherwise we had nothing to play for because we clinched it 2 match weeks ago. What else happened? Olympiacos beat Ajax. Juventus still continuing their crappy form.
Chelsea. Let's go.
Bodo Glint won again.
Surprisingly.
Wow. Good for them.
How about Marseille, who were the ones that got
won and
knocked
got in.
out when Benfica got in?
Yeah,
Crazy.
the Benfica Real Madrid game Nikos was telling me about because I missed it as I was getting ready. I'm going on vacation tomorrow.
I caught the end of it.
Maine.
And let's just say so Marseille got knocked out because of the incredible Benfica game that happened. If none of you guys or anyone listening or watching hasn't seen the recap, go watch it because that is unbelievable. Like such a cool moment. Goalkeeper, last kick of the ball, gets a header, wins it by 2 for them to not get knocked out. But Club Bruges was hosting Marseille. I was watching the post show, and Club Bruges put something on their banner, like on their screen, that said "Congrats to Marseille for making it on," just like a good gesture. And then, like 10 minutes later, they had to take it off because they got knocked out. So on the screen, as a good gesture, they were like, "Congrats!" In French. It was like, "Congrats to Marseille." So like Marseille was like, "Hey, we might have lost the game because Club Bruges won." So it was like, "Hey, we won the game. Fuck it, we'll put this up." And they put it up, and then like not even 5 to 10 minutes later, they get knocked out, and you're just like, "Oh, that's really awkward."
Oh no!
So crazy game. I was sitting watching at my computer, and I literally just I stood up and started screaming. I was just like,
No.
that is something that you want to see."
Yeah,
The
you can't
underdog
have
team beating Real Madrid, which is your top tier team. They're beating them. They need one more goal. They get the last minute free kick, goalkeeper goal. The whistle blows right after that. It was just like one of the coolest scenes that you could see, and we're probably going to see that for like the next few months as like one of the greatest like plays this year and in the last few years. So really cool. That was awesome.
Comeback victory for Chelsea. How was that?
Stressful. I went in because Napoli has been terrible. Has been awful. And I always bet on them to win because I'm like a part Napoli fan, just because that's where I'm from in Italy. And so I always root for them. And this whole year they've been terrible. Every parlay I put on them, they make me lose. So I was like, today is going to be the day that they pop off against Chelsea. And
you had both your bets were, what do I do? So
the curse
is gotta end.
I ignored it.
The old
I said,
reverse
I don't
jinx.
really care.
Yeah.
And so they ended up I don't know if you guys saw the goals, but two João Pedro's first goal, unbelievable. It was like a lefty,
Crazy.
20 yards out. He's a weak foot rocket to the top corner. And then the second was a beautiful give and go with Cole Palmer. He scored a left foot and a right foot. His left foot was better than his dominant foot. It was crazy. But a good comeback win, clinch 8th, knocked Napoli out, unfortunately. But we're looking good. I was stoked.
Yeah, Newcastle drew PSG.
That was crazy. Huge save from the keeper.
Penalty save? Oh, I just saw
PSG.
Dembele miss and was like, he missed it, but I don't
PSG got a
saved it.
PK in the first half, and that was going to be like their go ahead to start the game off with a goal. And then Pope came in and made a big save, and that was electric.
I also found this cool little graphic that they put up on their website, Champions League. So obviously we don't know the draw, but the draw is just basically which side people are going to go
cool.
on.
Yeah.
So Arsenal and Bayern will either get a left or right, right side, but you can kind of see who you're going to play. So like Chelsea can play one of 8 teams, I think. So it's going to
Crazy.
be one of these two, the winner of this group of 4 and the winner of this group of 4.
Well, no, it's the
Yeah.
same 4 teams. So each club that like
Yeah.
made it to the top 8 can play the same 4 teams.
Okay,
I
so
will
Chelsea or Barcelona can face you know what I mean? The 2 winners that come out of here, one's facing Chelsea. So Chelsea will get the higher seeded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you guys basically will face. Well, I guess you could face.
So how does that work for us? So we get the lower seeded
So
victory.
we're gonna get. Yeah, so we'll get
Yes.
the. We're automatically to the round of 16. So we're gonna face the lowest.
The lower
seeded.
seeded team between Dortmund, Olympiacos, Atalanta, or Leverkusen.
Yeah.
Moves on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So whichever the lower seed of those 4 that move on, that's who you guys see.
Yeah.
When does
I
this
would
continue? I know they always take a giant
So
break.
the draw is Friday, I believe, to see what the actual matchups are, because we need to know. Yeah.
If
Yeah,
I
so like
understand this
City
correctly,
are
then-
between Bodo, Benfica, Inter, or Madrid.
Yeah, but you're probably well. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Inter
probably
versus
Madrid.
Madrid is a crazy matchup.
That would be a wild
No,
round of
it's-
16 matchup.
I think Madrid play Ben. Do Madrid not play Benfica? Do they play Inter?
They can't play Benfica.
No, it's
they
because
just
it's got to
played
be.
them.
It's seeded, so it's the seeded teams. The way that it's going to work is like 1 through 8 went through, so then 9 through 16, I think it should be, or 9 through 15, each are over here, and then it's going to be random of the unseeded. Is how it's going to go.
I am very confused.
It's
looking at
very.
this
It is.
bracket, I'm not gonna
It is
lie.
confusing.
We might have to try to digest this off stream and then
Yeah.
come next stream and be like,
But it's
all
just
right,
kind
haven't
of
had a chance
cool
to look
to
at it.
see. Like Real Madrid would be a crazy. Real Madrid City would be a crazy round of 16. Liverpool or Spurs can go against Juventus. That's not bad.
I will
So-
say I was worried about somehow the standings screwing, like coming in first place. But I think it's. I don't want to say it's a walk in the park, but it's probably the 4-pack that I would take. I mean, you look at like the Newcastle PSG, and then you have Quarabog and Monaco, but I think I'm happy with the 4 that we got as priority.
I mean, it's like, yeah, it's cool that 5 Premier League teams made the top 8, but that means that PSG didn't, Madrid didn't, like big teams didn't make the top 8.
Yeah,
And it's like we're here now.
How
Like it's the
about- how about
playoffs, but our
Sporting?
next matches are big. Sporting crushed it this year.
And let's put
in the
some
group
respect
stage.
on Tottenham.
yeah.
Or-
Tottenham.
4th. Come on.
No,
We
fuck
cannot.
them.
Okay. You guys are absolutely fucking absurd. If
No,
you're going to give
no.
props to a team like Sporting, then give props to Tottenham finishing 4th.
I did see a thing that said, "Can you imagine if it's like Arsenal City in the semifinals, Arsenal City in the finals for the FA Cup and the League Cup, and then you also have Arsenal City in the league like on the last day? Can you imagine if it's just like not them fighting for just the Premier, like they're gonna fight each other for everything? That would be
And then what happens is
Chelsea come back and win 3-2 in the second leg of the semifinal.
we win the
Or 3-1,
quintuple.
3-0.
No, City takes all the important ones, and then Arsenal take all the like the sad ones. City
take
take the
Carabao
league
Cup.
and Champions League, and then Arsenal take the
Community
FA
Shield.
Cup, and you'd be like, damn.
Yeah. To be honest with you, I don't want to win the Carabao Cup at all. Because I think it's such a shit tournament. I'm like, I don't even want that to be like, well, we did win a trophy this year. I don't want to say it.
No,
So I don't even want
think-
that to be there.
No,
Like-
no, no.
You're in the
I
semifinal. You want to win it now.
Think we
I don't. I
need
still
to
don't.
win
If we're in
that.
the final against Wrexham, I still am like, I couldn't care less. I couldn't care less. Play Max Dowman with a broken ankle. in a
I'm
boot.
telling
I don't
you-
care.
differently.
I know it's the Carabao Cup, but it is the small step stool we need to get onto the stage and then own it. So yes, we need to win the Carabao Cup.
This
It is
is
not
one of those.
a crazy respectable trophy, but we need to win the Carabao Cup.
I wholeheartedly agree with Wes. You guys need it for momentum. You need it.
Maybe for
Okay.
momentum.
Let's do
go.
a lightning round predictions.
Here we go. Right on cue. Because I don't even have to line you up for that one. You were ready.
Right.
Leeds, Arsenal. 2-0.
Damn.
Arsenal.
For Leeds.
I'll go. I'll go.
was-
Arsenal 3, Leeds 1.
King Kai Havertz is coming back, baby. A few more weeks.
One of
Full
one of
fitness.
those score lines is going to be it. But you know what? I'm gonna do 2-1 Arsenal.
Two.
2-2. Got Leeds at home. Leeds at home.
Leeds at home.
I-
Definitely a little bit more difficult.
I love Nico's because whenever he does something like that, I'm like, I just envision the gap on the chart of points. Sorry.
I was gonna guess 1-0, and I'm surprised nobody did. That's probably the easiest one there.
It's too much sweat to be just one. No.
Chelsea, West Ham.
Sam
giving
kind of coming
Chelsea-
around a little bit.
I'm giving Chelsea 2 goals. Am I giving West Ham 1? Yeah, I'll give them 1.
Well, I'm not. 2-0. Nikos, don't act surprised. I sent you my predictions just in case.
I didn't look, to be completely honest. I was pounding chicken sandwiches.
3-1 Chelsea.
That was my guess. 4-1.
3-3.
Let's 4-1 because that's what we
Hell
scored
yeah.
in the first. That's what we scored in the first leg.
Okay.
Or 5-1. It was something like that.
Liverpool, Newcastle. Oh.
They look strong today.
Spin
Liverpool.
the wheel.
Yeah, Liverpool looked really good today. Newcastle also looked pretty good. But Newcastle haven't looked that good in the league. They've been a little ups and down. Liverpool have been down. 2-2.
1-1.
I was gonna go 1-1.
Shit.
I was gonna go 2-2, but I gotta change my answer. Let's go 2-1 Pool. They burned me so many times.
I know.
Guys,
That's why I
I'm
have the
gonna do
gap
something-
between Kyle and I.
I'm gonna do something crazy. I don't think this has ever been done. 0-0.
Ooh, okay.
0-0.
I don't
It's gonna
hate
be
that.
boring.
Ooh, interesting.
The toughest matchup. We'll do this one first. This is in order. We'll do United Fulham. Do they continue their win streak?
Is my man getting a haircut?
He already cut it.
Close. I heard.
What?
Okay, so is that real?
He cut it.
No, he didn't.
I don't know if that was
He
real,
did.
but I did see him. It was like,
Why
they
would he
beat-
have?
Because they beat City and then they beat Arsenal, so he did it.
No.
No, he
it's-
didn't.
I don't know if he did.
No, he
I
didn't.
don't know.
I saw a post that he did.
I'm going
didn't.
2-0 United though.
I'm
No, he
going.
posted- He posted 5 hours
2-1.
ago.
Oh, he didn't? Okay, that was AI then. My bad. My
Yeah.
bad.
AI
2-1
did a
United.
very good job of making him bald.
What Kyle, you said 2-0?
Yeah, and JP said 2-1.
I'm gonna go 3-2 United.
2-1 United.
And the toughest one to guess, Spurs versus City. Does the Spurs curse live on? Does Thomas Frank get fired? Does Holland finally score in the league again?
Scored his first goal since Christmas today
Yeah.
from open play.
Yeah.
That's a sour present.
This is a tough game to get sacked on. Like, listen,
I know, but
if he was to get,
I don't know.
if he was to get sacked, he would have got sacked against fucking any of the 5 past teams that he's played, all lower league teams.
Here's the thing:
Like,
every single time City has lost the Spurs, I thought there's no way that Spurs could beat them. But can they do it when Arsenal need them to? That's the question.
City
They've
don't
done
beat
it
Spurs away.
before.
If City beats Spurs away, they win the league. It's over. It's over. The league is won.
3-2.
On my preseason list, I had this as a loss. Remember, I had City winning on 100 points. This was one of the losses.
I'm going 3-2 Spurs.
Wow. I'm going Spurs 1, City 2. The league is won.
I'm hedging my bet, so I'm doing a 2-0 City victory. I either win or we win.
You're happy either way. I love that. I set myself up to be disappointed. I'm also
Or
not gonna be able to
jackpot.
watch. I'm not going to be able to watch any of these games. Well, Sunday I could watch. I can watch Sunday's games. I can't watch Saturday games.
or I put my guess in. Where are you going?
I'm going to Jackman, Maine, which is like 30 minutes from the Canadian border, doing some snowmobiling. Got it loaded up, ready to go. Service
Vroom, vroom.
is non-existent at best.
Okay.
So
Well, we'll keep
hopefully
you
there's some
updated, hopefully.
Wi-Fi at the hotel. But again, we leave at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning is when we take off, and we don't come back until like 8 o'clock at night. So I'll just be, looking at my phone to just kind of check the score line.
So
So
I'm going to go 3-1 City.
okay,
Tottenham have been terrible at home.
terrible.
Exclusively at home, they have been terrible.
Terrible.
But even
So-
when they're terrible, for whatever reason,
They're good at European football.
yeah.
And they really do need to, they have every incentive to do well for the fact that they need to get to Europe football for next season. They're not going to win a trophy to get there.
No, they're just going to win the Champions League.
Right.
And then
Just wanted to say, I just got a notification that Pep said that all the players were watching the Benfica Real Madrid match in the locker room because it went longer than the City match. And they were all freaking out when Benfica's keeper left the goal and went into Madrid's box to try to score. Because if Madrid scored on the counter, City were ninth.
Yeah.
I hope they have that recorded somewhere. Cool.
I think I had one question for Wes. You guys can answer it too. Because Nick brought up a good question. Would you rather win the Premier League or the Champions League this year if you were Arsenal? Now, for Nikos and JP, assume we win one to figure out which one you'd rather win. Try to become an Arsenal fan just for the question.
I could tell you from experience. You'd rather win the Prem. The Prem's harder to win than the Champions League.
That's
38
where I am.
matches.
There's a
where I am.
lot of teams that haven't won the Champions League. A lot of your, I guess, banter and embarrassment, I guess, would come from not winning Premier League. You could shit on a lot of teams. PSG just won their first one, and they've been a top team for like 20-something years. The Premier League is the most important for you guys to kind of re-put your foot in the door as like, we did it. Everyone else can shut up. We did it. Now we can move on. You guys have to win a Premier League.
I don't disagree.
Okay. I didn't know if because, like you said, because we haven't won the Champions League, is it? You know what I mean? Does it? I know.
I actually
Arsenal fans are
think-
kinda split.
I actually think right now in the moment we have a slightly better chance of winning the Premier League than we do at winning Champions League.
I think it's the other way around.
It's vice versa.
I think
No.
I
It's
think
vice versa.
honestly, we absolutely have an easier chance to win the Champions League because we finish first, because we get those second round home matches. You know what I mean? Like, we set ourselves up to get seeded against supposed to be the worser team for the remainder of the tournament. Now the worser team could be, you know, Real Madrid because they're ninth and that's all who's left. So you don't know if that's actually going to help you or not.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what they are because I haven't looked at them after today's stuff or this week. But I bet the odds of like the Opto or whatever has like the somewhat Vegas odds. I bet you there's a slight edge for us to win the Premier League versus the percentage of winning the Champions League.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would say if we're looking at betting odds, probably. My thing that I'm thinking about right now is that how much of an advantage is having the second game? If you come out away for your first game, they have the opportunity to set the tone. So let's say you guys get a team like Real Madrid at some point, and you're going to the Bernabeu. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah.
You're going to the Bernabeu for your first game. Real Madrid, they're home. They go ahead, win like 3-1. They setting the tone right there. You guys have to come back. So that's my thing. They can come into that next game and be like defensive minded. We set the tone in the first game. They have to come back to us. They need to make it up.
I'm with you, but just give whatever score line you're thinking that exact same scenario. But now imagine going to the Bernabeu down a goal.
Yeah.
So I'd much rather worst case scenario in any scenario. I'd much rather
you want it in your control.
I'd rather chase a goal at home than chase a goal away.
Yeah, that's just the first score a goal at home. Chances are you're scoring the next goal.
Yeah. So
that's
I don't know.
Because,
let's ask the viewers. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, someone created.
If you're a Gooner, Champions League, Premier League, let us know.
Be more in depth. Ask the question again.
To the viewers, if you're a Gooner and you have the option
say Arsenal
to win the Premier League,
say Arsenal.
If you're an Arsenal fan, and you have your pick at the Premier League or the Champions League, which one are you winning? Which one is more important for the club? Tell us in the comments.
That was great. That was a great job.
Thank you all for agreeing. I got to go to Allegiant Stadium, drink some beer.
Roger that. Well, it was a pleasure. And you know what we're going to do? Next week, we'll do some Super Bowl picks, too.
Ooh,
no, we won't. This is not a football podcast. Goodbye!
It is. Get it? All right. Later.
All right.